Well, I came into the scene, oh boy, geez, I must have been about 17.
When I got older, I decided that like local shows and local bands were also just as good.
I discovered a pretty fantastic thing. I came to the local scene here in Guelph, didn't figure there's a scene. All of a sudden it was the best scene I've ever seen, actually.
I think the cool thing about Guelph is it's still got a small town feel. So like if you go to a show, you know, it's known and you're recognized and you are a key part of that scene just by going.
At that point, they're really just trying to get into the game and they're putting all their own music and what they, I don't know, feel and what they've experienced, I guess, so far. And they just put that into their music.
It's really, really interesting to play in Wakeless because, you know, we're playing music just because we like to play music, you know? We're not in the rat race anymore.
There's no one else sitting there trying to tell them, well, you should change it like this so more people like it.
I think that rat race just seemed really disingenuous, man, and I'd rather it just be all about the music.
It's actual people going out playing music for other people, actually entertaining people and playing music from their hearts.
I felt there was a lot more energy in the local scene.
But I've gone to shows where, you know, I might not even have heard of the bands, but I want to pay my dues, you know? I want to keep this scene going, and I think there's a lot of people in this city like-minded.
If you go see a new band, you're going for a new experience. It's almost like you're going for a night out. You're going to see something new, going to see a new movie. It's something like, it's just not the same as going to see an old band because you just know what you kind of gonna expect or what is expected from it. New bands, anything's open.
I think Guelph is really cool because it's so diverse that people almost demand creativity from the bands. And, you know, that creates a little friendly competition between the bands too, right?
I think that's really nice, like how it's working off of energy instead of like corporation and like do this, do this. It's more like what feels good to do.
So it's almost like everyone's feeding off each other from the energy instead of just people who already have done it a billion times and are just used to it.
But I, for one, I like playing the floor shows and being like right close with the people. You know, there's no hierarchy or separation, right?
I've had some pretty good big bands in Guelph lately too, so the promoters are definitely doing a pretty good job.
Yeah, Gain Music and people's shit out there.
Chronic.
Yeah, Chronic.
I think Gain Music revitalized this scene. It was in a sad state for a while. And Rick Hall and Gain Music basically banded together and really helped revamp this scene to become a juggernaut again, you know?
I'd say the role that Chronic Noise plays is twofold. It's bringing new entertainment to the city of Guelph, and it's actually supporting the local acts that are already in Guelph with shows and possibly getting them out of town for future shows.
Gain Music stands for Guelph Area Independent and New Music. So what we do is we promote Guelph and area bands, and then we also get them with bigger bands that you might not otherwise have a chance to play with. Big acts like Arkham Awaits when they opened for Misery Signals. Carl from Misery Signals went out to Levitt and gave him a shirt, and he said, "Never stop singing."
They saw it as an opportunity to let's already their vision was to have the best shows in Guelph, and they weren't afraid or jealous of somebody else coming in.
We co-promote a lot of shows together. Rick's the one that does a lot of metal, so every time Gain has a metal show, it's with Chronic Noise. Every time Chronic Noise has a metal show, it's almost always with Gain.
And that might seem like you're monopolizing something, but that's only bad if you're screwing people over. We're out to give the bands, the fans, everybody the best deal you can do, because in the end, if anybody asks, well, what's in it for me? Not only is it the pleasure of seeing everything work, but in the end, you know, financial gains will come if everything works. Right now, I'm just happy that music is prevailing and that everybody's loving what we're doing, so.
When I started at Gain Music almost a year ago, my original role was just promoting shows and booking bands and getting a lot of stuff in Guelph, but right now I'm focused on getting our roster of bands out of Guelph. So Arkham Awaits, I just got Arkham Awaits A few dates out of town, I got Wakeless on a tour with Eden by Sharks. You, the band, just opened for Protest the Hero. I'm just focusing on getting all our bands out of town.
When I first started, I didn't know any bands, so it was a matter of building my, portfolio, if you will. My goal would be to get bigger acts to come out and have people know that the name Chronic Noise and our partners in Guelph Game Music are synonymous with the best shows around.
If we work together rather than work against each other and we plan together, all the shows seem to be doing a lot better.
I wish that everybody did it. I wish that people were just like freaked out about music and they just had to be there. That's actually where Chronic Noise come from, was I'm chronic music, chronic noise. I gotta have it. And I just wish that more people were more like, I gotta have that next show, I gotta have this band, because when people ask for bands, we'll get them. I mean, not if it's unrealistic, but people don't realize that if the scene wants to get bigger and you say, hey, well, what about try to get these guys? If our scene keeps growing, we can get bands that people ask for, and how cool would that be? When I was younger, we went to shows that were just made. We didn't get to, ask for them, and Guelph could literally do that. Tell us who you want, we'll bring them.
I find the people in Guelph that go to these shows are some of the greatest, nicest, caring people I've ever met, and I'm really glad I became part of the music scene in Guelph.
Guelph, everyone just loves being there and just loves just going nuts and stuff, and that's what it's all about.
In all my years of touring, I think Guelph is it's a special city, and it's an awesome scene.
Personally, Guelph's one of our fucking favorite places to play in all Canada. A lot of bands will come up and say that every night of tour, but honest to God, true that you guys have never seen us before. Tonight, you should know that we do love playing here with all of our fucking heart. Thank you so much to Game Music and the Chronic Noise. Rick Hall, give it up right now. When the metal scene fucking died for some reason, it never died here in Guelph, so thank you all so much.